Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. From the gun, it's May. It's completed right side. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays on drives to lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Going play action, May. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. Those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
He misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking. Score stays at 6-0. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Wilson with a return here. All right, and in the end, this is going to make it out to the 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. They'll go again with Warren. And he's down after getting this up to the 21. Manages a gain of 3 there. And fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting the first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass and similar down and distance. And that defense is going to have to key on the run.
From the gun, get to Gainwell. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have the first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Again, this is Gainwell. And he's going to manage a 1 yard on that drive up the gut. Taken down by someone who grew into a starter over his 4 seasons with those Steelers, Robert Spillane.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now they're looking to throw with Rogers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rogers to throw. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Warren running between the tackles. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up for the 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Trying an inside give to Warren. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe. You push a little closer. And now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Back to Warren. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers tie it up late in the 1st. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in the passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to.
That's not good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. On the return, here's Jones. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. Forced out to his right. He's going for it himself. And he's short of first after a mild gain.
The tackle by Brandon Echols. A gain of 7.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. We're at 6-all on the scoreboard. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. And they've left their offense out there. They're going for this on fourth down. May throwing for it. He connects downfield.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, this big guy is moving. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of them...
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they were all over this one. They stopped him short and the fake failed. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Calvin Austin on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it down for him from 31. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, in training camp, because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one instinct. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
On first down, Lloyd gets some space around midfield. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Warren once more. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This time it's a passing play. It's a screen play to Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So first and 10 now from the 30. One of the tight ends in motion left. Now Warren is able to drive that pile about a yard. Christian Barmore with the play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. They just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Rob. 9 to go now on second down. To throw is Rogers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing third and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Rogers going to throw here, third down. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have the first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third down. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Rogers from the gun. Has room into the secondary. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers tie and can take the lead here in the second. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. When you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. They will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Rogers has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scores a touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well.
Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. So second and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. On play action, here's May. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Passes into the arms of Kyle Duggar. intercepted. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
That's who was running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
His work begins at the 31. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Back to work after throwing the pick. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's one of those occasions where you sit in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First down, man. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Second and 10. Here's May. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the floater falls to the deck. That one intended for Demario Douglas. And that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position. They get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers.
And it catch the fucking ball.
Hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Avoided one crisis on the drop to pick. Now they're facing another, third and long. They'll air it out on third. Connects on the crosser. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. He just made him pay.
Mike Tomlin never afraid to go for two. Has his offense out to do just that. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. And they beat the defense with the throw and get two following the touchdown. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Ball is out. Gibson lost it, and they steal it back on the return. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense. You kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Steelers 29, Patriots 15.
Hurt.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. May on 1st and 10. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in a hurry up here. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The 44-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. It's everything he has under this one. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Steelers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Oh, you see the highlight.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A run from Warren here to start the third.
Come on,
They
boy.
blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were. Boy, can they run, as you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
3rd down. They need 7. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Tossing it to Henderson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
Henderson on 1st and 10. That's a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
With all these collisions, his running backs take between the tackles. Sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get that open field, let these runners do their thing.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go with Henderson here. He's unable to get away from that tempo. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss. Make sure you threaten to the outside.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. May. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama.
Fuck out of here.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down throw for May. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sacks. Go get the sacks and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Now starts. He gets crushed behind the line.
Man, come on, man.
It's picked up by the defense. And they can't add anything after that recovery.
Yeah, he led.
Do take possession of the football. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up with your fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
To the air on first down. May chased out to his right. He's going to close out. May lost it. And the Steelers get to it. Has room down the left sideline. At the 20. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate.
That's no good. The veteran missed one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. On the return, here's Gibson. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
No, they did it yet again. And the Steelers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
At the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. On the ground with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Rodgers to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell on the Steelers field goal unit. Miss from 48 on the left hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And they push their lead to 23.
It depends on the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So it's all going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10. The Patriots
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now slipped away. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. He's going deep this time. And they pick him off again. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Steelers get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. Continued excellence from this defense as they force another interception, Brock, and now a chance at some redemption for their offense. Had to settle for a field goal after that last pick. Now they get a chance at a touchdown once again.
Yeah, and we know this, Kate. We know the turnover margin in these games is so often dictated. But when you add points off those turnovers and takeaways, well, you opted in on the winning ledger more times than not.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Warren here from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Warren on the ball carry. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and give points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT.
Fuck!
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or 2, given the size of this league.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. The give now to Henderson. And they'll stop him here before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Wow, he had to power through one time just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's made in the air. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of him.
May now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
Get that boy killed.
19 on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. Here's May on 1st and 10. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Going deep here for the end zone. And oh, he got an interception. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll start the ground here with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Counterplay here, Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, and eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So they're left facing a 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere. Almost straight up into the air.
Get the fuck out of here.
For the moment, that's going to be a touchdown.
That's doo-doo.
Will stand, though. Well, that depends on the call on this flag.
That's so fuck doo-doo.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. This offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10.
What did you do? The try?
Here's May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 26.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's incomplete on 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third and long. They're going to throw.
Now what a pass interference is that? Hell the fuck out, my man.
Never, ever is an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Takes it in at the 26.
Man, that shit's so doo-doo.
Space on the right. He's got room. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots making the scoreboard look a touch better. Oh, he is one of those players, Brock. We've seen teams sometimes kick away from him, and it's because of his ability to turn any punt return into six.
Some of these elite returners, they just have a vision that's different. They can see things happening before the rest of us, and then you've got to have that elite explosiveness as well to go punch it in for six.
So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Wilson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get into what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on the right.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Steelers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying between the tackles for Gainwell. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And it's incomplete, but who cares? Safe gets a lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England. It looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.